Hey everybody, happy whatever day it is that you're watching this broadcast. Welcome to the From Pain to Purpose broadcast. I'm Teta Jackson of Empowering to Be, and I'm so happy to have you here. Listen, before we move any further, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Please, I ask of you, because listen, I'm going to be uploading so many more different videos on so many more different topics, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on something that might be able to encourage you and push you on to your destiny. So please hit that subscribe button right now. Don't do anything else until you hit that subscribe button, okay? And then if for some reason I say something that you find encouraging, you find it empowering, and it's something that you think that will apply to your life and something that you can use, please go ahead and share that with your loved ones, because I'm sure that they would appreciate you doing so, okay? So again, welcome to the From Pain to Purpose broadcast. For the last 3 weeks, we've been talking about 10 heartbreaking reasons women remain stuck in the past and blocked from accessing our bright future. That's been our overarching topic. And then we've had subtopics under that for the last 3 weeks. And for week 1, we said the reason was because of loss of hope. And week 2, we said the reason was because of low self-esteem or no self-esteem at all. And then week 3, last week, we talked about limiting beliefs. Now, listen, I am not going to be going back over those topics again. So I encourage you to go back and take a listen, take a watch of those 3 videos, because I am more than sure that they will empower you in your life. For now, we're going to be moving on to week 4. Now, listen. As a reminder, none of these topics are in ascending or descending order. None of them are more important than the other. It's just kind of the way that it came out of me as I was writing, okay? They are all very much important. So as we move on to week 4, we're talking about self-hatred. Self-hatred. Now, what exactly is self-hatred? Well, psychologytoday.com says self-hatred encompasses continual feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Again, it encompasses continual feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. It means that a person may constantly compare themselves to others, and they may perceive only what's negative, and they will ignore the positive and believe that they will never be good enough, that they will never measure up. So again, I'll say it, that it says that a person may constantly compare themselves to others, and they only perceive negative, they ignore the positive, and they believe that they will never be good enough. Now, that's the psychologytoday.com's definition of self-hatred. And let me ask you, do you agree? Do you agree with their description? Because I definitely do agree. Now, let's take a moment to look a bit closer at this description, okay? Let's kind of hone in on some things. Now, the website says that self-hatred encompasses continual feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. So, let's just be clear here that we are not saying that if you have an occasional struggle with these feelings that you may have an issue with self-hatred. No. The key word here is continual. If you find yourself constantly feeling inadequate or dealing with low self-esteem, if you are constantly comparing yourself to others, or all you see in yourself is negative and you never see any positive, or if you never think that you are good enough, you, my friend or my sister, are likely experiencing self-hatred. So listen to me. Let me see if I can ask you this question, and let me see if you're going to be honest with yourself, because I'm not present, so I won't know if you're being honest enough or honest at all. But let me ask you this question. At first listen, or at first description, if you're taking notes, as you were taking notes, do you see yourself at all in that description? Does any part of that description apply to you? And listen to me again. You have to be honest. You have to be honest. Remember that there will be no healing where there is no honesty. And that's what this is all about. This is all about us journeying to getting to a place of healing so that we can eventually walk out our purpose and our destiny. And so we have to be honest. So again, do you see yourself at all in that definition? Do you continually deal with feelings of inadequacy? Are you feeling like you are not enough for whatever situation you may find yourself in? Does any of the definition apply to you or the description apply to you? For example, do you feel like you are not enough in your marriage? Do you feel like you're not enough at your job? Do you feel like you're not enough in your family structure? Do you feel like you're not enough amongst any of your friends? Do you feel like you're not enough when you find yourself in social gatherings? Do you stop and say, wow, I'm not really comfortable here. I don't feel like I belong here. I don't feel like I have enough education to be in this environment. Do you feel like you may not be enough, and do you find yourself feeling that way consistently? Do you continually deal with feelings of low self-esteem? Now, if you do, again, because I've already said that I'm not going to go back over anything that I've already talked about, anything that I've already created a video for. So I want to encourage you to go back to that video where I talked about in depth low self-esteem, because you may find something there that is going to help you, that's going to assist you in this area. Do you find that you have an issue constantly comparing yourself to others? And we're going to talk about that. Do you find that you're comparing yourself with others consistently? Do you believe the negative about yourself more than you believe the positive? You know, if someone says to you, and we do this a lot as women, somebody says to you, oh, your hair is absolutely beautiful. Do you say thank you? Or do you start pointing out all the things that the person missed that's wrong about your hair? Like, do you say, oh, child, my hair color needs to be redone? Or do you say, well, you see, I got split ends, child. It's time to get my ends trimmed. Or do you say, really, because my hair is thinning so bad? Or do you say, girl, this hair, I can't do nothing with it? Instead of taking a compliment that somebody gives you, do you take a positive and turn that thing into a negative? Do you? I really want you to think about this. Do you embrace negative things about yourself more easy than you would embrace something positive? For instance, someone may say, girl, you're too fat for that dress. Or, you know, you're not smart enough to open that business. What are you thinking? Or they may say, that person will never like you because you are too ... right? Do you quickly agree with negativity that's spoken over your life more than you agree with something positive being spoken over your life? Is it easier for you to embrace the negative over embracing the positive? I really want you to think about that. Because if any of these things are true for you, you may be dealing with self-hatred. Understand now that self-hatred will keep you and me stuck in the past and prevent us from moving into our bright future. Why? Because you will never see yourself worthy to move forward in life and to accomplish anything great when you're walking in a spirit of self-hatred. I'll say that again. You will never see, and I will never see anything worthy, anything worth having. I will never see it happening in my life, and I will never be able to move forward in my life, and you will never be able to move forward in your life to accomplish anything great when we are walking and when you and I are walking in self-hatred. There will always be a reason why you can't do something, because you will never believe that you are qualified or good enough for advancement when you're walking in self-hatred. When I'm walking in self-hatred. Again, self-hatred will always hinder you, and it will always hinder me from progressing in life. Now, as we begin to turn a corner slightly, let's take some time to discuss another very specific word within the description of self-hatred. And we want to discuss that in a little bit more detail. And we're going to spend just a little bit more time discussing the word comparison. Comparison. Now, what does comparison mean? Well, Webster's dictionary says that comparison is the act or process of comparing, right? Such as letter A, it's the representing of one thing or the representing of a person as similar to or like. So you're saying that a thing or a person is similar to or it is like. For instance, this car is just like that car over there, except it has leather interior, right? It's similar to it. It's similar to it. It's like it, but there's something slightly different, right? The interior, there's leather interior in this car. Or that girl looks just like her mother. She's like her mother in every single way. So you're saying that, the daughter is like the mother. So it's a representation that one thing or one person is like the other. Comparison also is letter B, an examination. An examination means a detailed inspection or investigation of. So comparison is an examination, meaning a detailed inspection or investigation of two or more items to establish similarities or dissimilarities. So let's just say, for instance, you have two pair of jeans. Both pair of jeans are black. Both pair of jeans are skinny jeans. They're both denim, black denim. They're similar. They're similar in the fact that they're both jeans. They're both black. They're both skinny jeans, same style jeans. They're both a size 5 or 4, whatever, right? They're similar. They're both made by the same maker, same brand. They're similar. But so from the front, they look like they would be exactly the same. But when you turn them over, you recognize that one pair of jeans has 2 pockets. The other pair of jeans does not have any pockets at all. So when you examine the thing, you begin to understand that though there are similarities, there are also dissimilarities. So when you're comparing, you're doing in-depth investigation. In depth, you're looking to see what you like. You're looking to see what you're not like. You're looking to see what they have, and you're looking to see what you have, and you're trying to see if there's some similarities or some differences. So when we compare ourselves to others, we look at them, we examine them, we inspect them, we are investigating to find out who they are, what they have that may be similar or different to who we are and to what we have. We look to see if we are exactly alike or how we may be different. We are literally turning the person over and around and upside down, and we're inspecting every single thing about them. It's like, and this is an example that came in my head when I was writing this, it's like when we are in the grocery store and we're deciding on apples, right? And we have this one apple and we're picking this apple up and we're turning it around and we're looking all around it and we're saying, oh, this apple has a dent on it. Oh, this apple looks like it's turning a little brown right here. And so you're turning it around, you're trying to decide if you're going to purchase this apple. So you pick up another apple and you're taking this apple and you're comparing it to the first apple, and you're turning it around and you're looking at it and you're saying, oh, well, this apple doesn't have any dents. This apple is pretty smooth. This apple doesn't have any scratches. What are you doing? You're trying to decide which apple is the better option for purchase, right? You see, when we compare ourselves to others, we're trying to see which one of us is the better option. So the question that's being asked is it me or is it she that's better? Is it me that's a better option, or is it she that's better? Is she better than I am? Am I better than she is? So have you ever been in a conversation, and I want to ask you this, and I'm sure you may have you ever been in a conversation with someone who has been trapped in the comparison game? Have you ever been in a conversation with someone who has been trapped in the comparison game? And unfortunately, I have to say that I have been trapped. I have been trapped. I have been in a conversation with someone who has been trapped in the comparison game. And it goes something like this. Honey, I have been watching her. You know, she's nice enough. She's nice enough and everything. But her hair is so short, girl. I love long hair. I couldn't do it. And you know, she wears her hair natural too, child. I could never. I love my relaxers, baby. And she don't wear no makeup. You know that she don't never wear no makeup. She don't never wear no makeup. I couldn't leave my house without lipstick on, honey. That's the least I gotta do before I leave my house. And you know, I hear that, you know, she don't have any children. She's not married, never been married. Girl, I don't know what my life would be like if it wasn't for my husband, my children, and my grandchildren. Child, I don't know what my life would be like. But you know, I like her. I like her. She's cool and everything because, you know, she go to church. But, you know, she Catholic, honey. And, you know, Baptist is where's that? Baptist is where's that? But you know what I do like about her, what I do love about her, she do go exercise. She exercises every day just like me. We do that the same. But I do exercise a little bit longer than what she does. Listen, doing this is a mess. It's a mess and it's messy because all of that investigation was performed solely for the benefit of establishing, is this person doing better than what I am doing? Who is better? It's happening with it's the sole purpose, the sole benefit of establishing in the mind of the person that's doing the comparison, who is better? Am I better or is she better? This person is trying to prove which one of them is living the best life, right? Again, is it me or is it she? Ultimately, what this person wants to know is, who is gonna garner the most attention when we are together? Really, that is really what they want to know. Am I gonna outshine them or are they gonna outshine me? Who is going to be the standout with things that we have in common? Who's better at whatever it is that we have in common? Who will be respected more amongst our peers? You know, who has the best degree? Who has the most degrees? Who makes the most money? Who wears the best clothes? Who wears the best shoes? Who carries the best purse? Like amongst our peers, who is going to be seen as the one that's most respected? Bottom line is, who is better? Is it me or is it you? And that's what happens when we waste our time comparing ourselves with somebody else. Listen, there is a well-known quote that I'm sure that you've heard, you know, well-known, and we're not really sure who coined the quote, but there's a well-known quote that says, comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy, and there is no better word to describe comparison than as a thief. Comparison steals life from us. It steals time from us. It steals joy from us. It steals effort from us. Yes, comparison steals the life from us that we were born to live out loud as our beautifully unique selves in this earth. Comparison is a thief. But unfortunately, many of us waste time comparing ourselves to others. Many of us waste the good, precious time that we have been given to live our best life in this earth, comparing ourselves to others. And all comparison ever does and will ever do is foster self-hatred. It causes us to hate the quirky and the unique things about ourselves while longing for the quirky and unique things in other people. Did you hear me? Self-hatred and comparison causes us to hate the quirky and the unique things about ourselves while longing for the quirky and the unique things in other people. That's crazy, right? We abandon the beauty that makes us special to embrace someone else's beauty when we compare. And their beauty, listen to me, their beauty will never look good on us, not even if we had the opportunity to try it on. Why? Because we were not made for it, and it was not made for us. Hear me. The main reason why comparison and subsequently self-hatred exists is because we haven't learned how to love ourselves. We haven't learned to embrace all of who we are and the parts that make us uniquely beautiful and causes us to stand out in this world. We haven't learned to embrace it. We simply haven't learned how to love ourselves. In Mark 12:28, a teacher of the law came to Jesus and he asked Jesus, he said, of all the commandments, which is the most important? And in Mark 12:31, Jesus said that the second greatest commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself. Now, let me ask you this question. How is it possible for us to fulfill the second greatest commandment if we don't have love for ourselves? I want to ask that question again. How is it possible for us to fulfill the second greatest commandment and we don't love ourselves? I mean, if we don't know what it means to embrace all of who we are and respect all that we are supposed to represent in this earth, we will not be able to show love to our neighbor. If we don't respect ourselves, and if we don't love ourselves, and if we don't love everything that we are, everything that comes together to create us and make us to be who we are, if we don't love ourselves, we will not be able to show love to anybody else. The only thing we will do is project the negativity that exists on the inside of us onto somebody else. I'm going to say that again. If we don't love ourselves, if we don't appreciate ourselves and respect ourselves and appreciate everything that makes us be who we are, the only thing we will do is project the negativity that we carry around within ourselves, the negativity that exists within us, on to others. We won't fulfill the commandment to love because we will not be equipped to do so. Listen. Comparison is a thief, and it keeps us stuck in the past trying to win a battle that nobody ever asked us to fight, and one that we will never ever win, one that we will never ever become winners of, because I can't beat you being you, and you cannot beat me being me. When we live a life of self-hatred, which causes feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and comparison, we fail to realize that every one of us, I'm going to say it again, that every one of us has a part to play in this world. We as individuals have a part to play in this world, and that no one else can play our part like we can play our part. And we can't play anybody else's part like they can play their part either. Listen to me. We need each other to be who we were born to be in this world. It takes each and every one of us, all of our different makeups, all of our different designs. It takes each and every one of us to come together in this world and to be who we were birthed into this world to be, to live out our purpose and our destiny, to live out the purpose that we've been assigned, the way that we have been assigned it. It takes all of us to make this world go round. We need everything that each one of us has to shine in the earth. We need everyone to be their unique selves for the world to remain a special place for each of us to inhabit. If we, you guys, you ladies, if we can get this whole idea of uniqueness together in our minds, if we can get these things in our minds, and if we can say that there is no one person that's better than the other, and so there's no reason for me to compare myself to them because I'm unique. Everything about me is beautiful. Everything about me is special. And I wouldn't want to be anybody else. I don't want to be Susan or Sharon or Shanice or Shanika, or I want to be anybody but Teta, because everything about me is good. And what I have to offer to the world is amazing. And I wouldn't want to change that or trade that for the world. If we could get that idea in our minds, I believe we will spend our days loving the skin that we are in and shining our lights bright in this earth, so bright in this earth that it will just be unrecognizable. The light will be so bright that nothing else will be seen but the light that we are shining. So before I close this session, I want to take some time for us to do some affirmations today, okay? Before I close this session out, I want us to do some affirmations today that hopefully these affirmations will build us up in our esteem and cause us to love who we are and embrace what's unique about us, right? Embrace what we uniquely have to offer to this world. So let's do some affirmations, because I want us to replace self-hatred with self-love. So repeat after me. Repeat after me. I love me completely. I'm gonna clap on that. I love me completely. Come on and repeat that. And if you need to, I want you to start naming things. I love my hair. I love my height. I love my weight. I love my shape. I love all of my flaws and all of my imperfections. I love me completely. And I specifically want you to call out that thing that you favor the least about yourself. I want you to call that out, because that thing makes you unique. That thing makes you who you are. It makes you who you are. So I want you to call that out. Number 2, everything about me is good. Come on and say it. Everything about me is good. Inside is good. Outside is good. Everything about me is good. Number 3, I am filled with everything I need to be my best in this earth. I am filled with everything I need to be my best in this earth. Number 4, I am more than enough. Come on and say it. I am more than enough. I don't have to change anything about me. I am more than enough. If I never added anything else to my life, I am more than enough. Number 5, I embrace my uniqueness and I look for opportunities to share me with the world. Come on, let's say that again. I embrace my uniqueness and I look for opportunities to share me with the world. Number 6, I give love to everyone I meet and I receive love in return. Woo! So powerful. I give love to everyone I meet and I receive love in return. And number 7, I seek to collaborate with others and never seek to compare. Come on, let's say that. Let's say it. I seek to collaborate with others and never do I seek to compare myself with anybody else. Ha! That's so good. Listen, when we love ourselves, there can be no room for hatred of any kind, especially self-hatred. When you are loving on yourself, there is no time, there is no room for self-hatred or hatred of any kind. When we love ourselves, we won't remain stuck in the past, but we will move forward in our lives into our bright futures. Okay? So think about what I've shared in this lesson today and how it may apply to your life. Then I want you to do whatever you need to do. Whatever you need to do. And I want you to make whatever adjustments you need to make, whatever's necessary to make sure that you love yourself. Not hate yourself. Not hate yourself, because you're fearfully and you're wonderfully made and everything about you is good. So not hate yourself. No. Love yourself. From the top of your head to the crown of your feet, I want you to love yourself. Okay? Okay. Well, that's it for this week. I want you to join me next week when we'll continue our discussion and move on to our number 5 reason why women remain stuck in the past and blocked from accessing our bright futures. All right? Until next week, I love y'all. Bye.